Hey guys, we are at Tesco and I'm going to go in with the children now and hopefully be able to find the correct ingredients for our cornmeal porridge. So we're in the world foods aisle in Tesco, aren't we, where we've got all these different things from different countries around the world. But what we need some cinnamon sticks.
Oh, I can see them.
You can see them, Hez?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you reach those for me?
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. Put them into the basket. And then the next thing we need is some cornmeal. Hosanna, could you get some cornmeal? Wonderful. That is the cornmeal that we're going to use. Hallie and Harper, I need some condensed milk.
Okay, so Harper, you get that one.
Condensed milk. Thank you very much. And I think we may still need some nutmeg, but I think we'll find that in another aisle. Alright, who thinks they can find the nutmeg?
Here you go.
Yes, okay, right, we
go.
only need one.
Okay,
so Hosanna brought
mine.
it first.
No, mine.
Hosanna, oh no,
Yes, I got it, This one.
Put it in the basket,
You
please.
can put it in the basket.
Guys, as you know, my children are very competitive. And we're just clarifying which nutmeg we're actually going to use. So let's actually look at the different ones. This one is by Schwartz, which is just a more expensive brand, so we won't get that one for now. But we'll just get the Tesco brand. So we've got ground nutmeg,
We've got
whole nutmeg, and for ease of use, Mummy's just going to use the ground nutmeg.
Come on!
Okay, is that the one you picked, Hez?
Yes.
Never mind, Hosanna,
Because I just
don't worry.
saw any nutmeg and I was like, just pick up the nutmeg, now, get it.
And you got the ground
one.
one.
I tried to win, but I got the ground one. But now I won, come on.
Right, I've seen something behind you that I'm actually probably going to introduce you guys to. And it's up here. It's called Milo. It's a bit like, it's this green one here. It's like a hot chocolate. And my grandma always used to, it's got football on the front. My grandma always used to make this for us when we stayed over at her house. So I think it'd be a nice experience for you guys to try it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah? Okay, you can put that in the basket and then we're just going to get some milk and we should be ready to go. So guys, you see we have a daddy. He is now with
Hello!
us.
We are in this building, children.
Because we are home and we are going to make our cornmeal porridge. And as you saw, I added a bit of Milo in there as well. It's not going in the cornmeal porridge though, it's just for them to taste. So I'm going to try and get a pan that's big enough for all of us to have some cornmeal porridge. Guys, are you excited?
I am excited. I'm very excited.
Daddy,
I haven't had it in a long time.
But you've had it before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was saying to the children earlier about the Milo that my grandma always used to make it for me.
Right.
Obviously, my grandma is Jamaican.
Yes, sir.
Whoop, whoop. I've had like the Milo, but she's made cornmeal porridge for us a lot before. Like when I used to stay over at my grandma's house, she used to make it in the mornings.
Okay.
I could always smell it when we was waking up, and it smelled so nice. We did have porridge at home, but it just always smelled so much better. So I'm going to try and make it like how my grandma made it. So let's see how it goes. And do you want to hold that for me, please? And I need to get something to mix it with. I'm going to use a whisk. Do you want to hold a whisk for me? You want to hold it, Hallie? That's fine. Right, how many bowls do we need, guys?
7
like
bowls.
Goldilocks and the pink blocks and
7.
the 6 beds. And I need a cup because I've gone on a website just online to find out how to make cornmeal porridge, and it's quite simple, but we're gonna
I'm kind of on babysitting duty at the same time as doing the vid, so
yes, very good. You're doing really well. I'm basically going to do everything in cup measurements, okay? So I'm going to open up the cornmeal.
Ooh, let's go.
Porridge. How do you think it's going to be in comparison to normal porridge, kids?
I don't know.
It might be a bit sweeter.
Yeah, I think because it's going to have things like cinnamon and nutmeg in it, it's going to be like a lot more flavoursome than normal porridge. So I'm going to put, to start off with, I'm going to get my mixing jug down. Hope that doesn't spill. And I'm going to put,
Hold up.
I'm going to put 1 cup of cornmeal into my mixing jug.
Get enough on that.
Oh yes, get enough cornmeal. Okay, so 1 cup of cornmeal is going into my mixing jug, and I'm also going to mix in 1 cup of water.
Okay. I think it looks like Daddy's like banana shake.
It looks like banana shake powder. Papa, could you get me a spoon out, please, so I can mix the water in? Thank you very much. It's just cold water at the minute. I've still got my recipe that I'm trying to follow, guys. So let me pour that in here. And guys, the reason, oh don't worry, I'm spinning it a little bit. The reason I wanted to do this is just because, like, obviously you're half Jamaican and half English, and I think sometimes, especially with living in England, it's okay. With living in England, we can very much focus on like our British culture.
Absolutely.
And I think it's important, British culture, I think it's very important that we still take into consideration both sides of our culture. As much as we're living in England, right there, it's important that we still are aware of things that are more typically Jamaican.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's where Mummy's from.
Like, and just to add to that is that you are beautifully made with parts of both. You know what I mean? And that's amazing. Go on, Hans.
I really like being like half and half. Because I think it gives you like
License to roam.
Yeah,
and a good like feel of both cultures.
Yeah.
And I just really like who I am.
No, it's dope. And it's dope to hear you say that, because there's many people, unfortunately, out in life who don't like who they are and are not like overly confident with who they are. So it's always a positive thing, I think, when you hear children say, I love who I am.
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
Fantastic.
I like being mixed race because you've got a side of black and white, and some people only get to be black and some people only get to be white.
That's right.
But it's cool when you get to be both of them.
Absolutely.
Because, like,
it's quite unique.
Oh, speak of wise children. Where did you get your wisdom from?
I and Mummy. Daddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, look, Daddy's in
Rue,
entertaining.
what do you want? Okay, cool. Come, let's look, football.
Alright, I'm
Look,
going
I got.
to put in
Are you going to come and play?
3 cups of milk.
Are you going to come and play?
Yep, count them with me. How many cups is that? 1.
And then a 2.
2.
3. Now, the recipe says 3 cups of milk because there's 7 people in this family. I'm going to have to multiply the recipe, okay? So I think I'm actually going to put in 9 cups of milk, okay? So we're at 3. Let's get to 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And
Finally,
9.
Oh, no.
Daddy, no. You're going to mess up the recipe, Daddy. Right, I'm just going to go and put the milk that we've put into the pan onto the stove. I had to pour about half the milk out just because this pan is only this size. So I've kind of halved that now. And also I need to add some condensed milk as well. But I'm going to put this on the stove to boil.
Cool. And as you can probably hear by now, Hezzy is off entertaining Rue. Sorry, baby. And they're having a whale of a time. I don't know if you can see him in the background running back and forth. There he goes. There he goes.
Right, that is over there, and we're going to let the milk come to the boil. I don't know if this is the traditional way of doing cornmeal porridge. Any Jamaicans out there, let me know how you do it. I'm sure I'm making it look a lot more complicated than it needs to. But it's literally the first time I'm making it myself, so I'm hoping it comes out nice. The recipe
I pretty much guarantee it will.
You're going to get your guarantee and it will. Thank you very much.
It's going to be really nice.
Vote of confidence, guys.
It's going to be very
Now,
nice.
you told me to like mix some water in with the cornmeal to start off with. And it's gone quite stodgy here, but I'm sure that will get smoother as it goes in with the milk. What happens?
It looks quite a different colour to that normal porridge.
Yes, it does. It's a
very
lot more yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, so...
excuse me, Zamzi. May you look after Raya for a bit?
Yeah.
Thanks.
As if he's going to go out.
yeah.
He might want to be in for a minute. Let him be, let him be, let him embrace. You get me? In it?
While we're waiting for the milk to come to the boil, I'm going to make the Milo for the kids. Got my trusty can opener that I'm sure on camera is not going to work. But it does work, guys.
Leave the snacks alone, you little snack muncher.
You're making more mess for Mummy to
Right,
tidy
put it in
up.
the sachet.
Okay, cool. Right, so I just need to open it with a knife. There we go, like this.
Oh, that
And then it has a foil bit on the inside, which you have to open. There we go. I didn't need the can opener in the end.
Can I see?
Yeah?
that is good.
It's that hot chocolate powder, yeah? Smells nice, doesn't it? So I'm going to put, I heated up some milk in a jug and it's hot at the minute. It'll be too hot for you guys to have, so I'm going to mix it and then it can cool down whilst we make, let me see how much you're supposed to put in, whilst we make the cornmeal porridge. Also guys, I just mentioned to the guys off camera that as much as I was trying to follow the recipe, I think I get this from my grandma, like having an idea of what it is you want to end up with in the end, and then just going with the flow and making it how you think it should be made. And I feel like with like food, like especially cultural food, if you add a lot of love to it, it comes out better. So my heart is in this cornmeal porridge, so I know it's gonna come out nice. So I'm not really gonna follow the recipe too tough. What do you think about that, guys? Is that where the whole thing's gonna come from?
I think that's where real cooks excel. Like that's always where I thought. Isn't it, Ruth?
I think it's gonna go better.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna go better?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I've kind of dashed the recipe to the side, and I'm gonna try and do it off my own brain, right?
Let's do it, man.
So let's leave the Milo over here to cool down, and you guys can try that once it's cool.
That smells very
It
nice.
smells very nice. Think about all the childhood memories. Guys, you were asking me what condensed milk is.
Yeah.
What do you? How do you think it looks?
It looks like
creamy.
Yeah, it looks creamy and
That's a good. Yeah, I think that's a good explanation.
Yeah,
Or-
I think it's somewhere between like. Well, it says full cream sweetened condensed milk, so it's thicker than normal milk. We're going to open up the condensed milk and we're going to add it to the milk that is on the stove, and then we're going to mix in the cornmeal that I've mixed here already with some water, and mix it all together and try and get it to a nice smooth consistency. And then, oh look, now.
Look at Harper trying to
Look at
kind of
you
save
trying
the drip. It's cool, baby.
It's okay, thank you, darling.
In cooking, you make a little mess. It's just how it goes. If you don't make mess, then you didn't really do it right. Like you got to throw stuff about a bit.
Like, well, let me
Well, don't throw it about it, Mum.
Mummy's like, I'm not sure I agree. Cleanliness is next to godliness and all that. So
This is the special part. This is the bit my grandma used to do with us.
okay.
We used to get to taste the condensed milk.
It looks like the
because
chocolate inside.
It looks
the
like white
Lindor.
chocolate, doesn't it? Who wants to taste a bit?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you might want to. Daddy doesn't want it.
can't
Daddy
do-
can't do
Now
these
go
creamy
first.
things. Go, Hezzy. A bit. It's not hot. What? How are you? You got to put it in your mouth properly. Hezzy, you try a
It's a
bit.
bit too sweet now.
It's very sweet. Look at you with a little pot. Put your mouth around the finger, man. You like it?
You're right, Ruth.
What do you think? Is it nice?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very
It's sweet. Mmm. Right, I'm going to dash this spoon away.
Is that sugar?
You right there, you got your water room.
Are you sure you
Coughing in
need
the
2
background.
pots for this?
No, that's a very good, see, that's a very good observation, because Hallie's tasted it and it's so sweet. She said, are you sure you need 2 pots for this? I don't think we need 2 tins.
I feel like you even need
We're
like
probably
half
going
a
to use
pot.
one.
Yeah.
But what you do is you put it on and you taste it as you go. So
Oh, okay.
I'm now going to add this all to the milk, okay?
Okay, cool.
Right, I'm going to pour this into the milk. This is the cornmeal mixture going into the milk, and we will probably need more than what we've already mixed with water. So I'm going to put some of the just pure powder in as well.
Okay.
And something I found when making like food in the kitchen, anytime you're adding something powdery to something that's liquid, it's very good to use your whisk, because that helps you to make sure it doesn't get lumpy. Oh, it's changing colour.
It's going like yellow. It's going like it's going like creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 2 seconds, guys. It is going creamy, isn't it? Like a creamy yellow. What are you saying, Rue? You want to have? You want to try some? In a minute, you can. Okay. You want to see? Okay. Hosanna, can you? I'll hold the pan and you hold her up. Keep your hands back so you're nice and safe. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Hez, can you get the cornmeal, please?
Okay.
And I'm going to put some cornmeal powder in. Let's put that in like so. And I'm going to mix that in a bit more.
It's yellow. It's yellow now. It's yellow.
I think it's going to get very yellow.
Okay.
And that's quite a big difference between normal porridge
Yeah, because
and
normal
cornmeal
porridge is normally like kind of white.
Yes, that's made of oats, and I think oats compared to corn are different in colour, aren't
Yeah.
they? So would you put that back on the side? Thank you. Your ball's out there, yes. Hazara is very concerned with having a ball, very concerned with where his ball is at all times, as you can see, he's following in his brother's footsteps.
Mummy.
Yes?
Whoa.
Your ball's over there. Would you like me to get it for you?
Okay.
You'd like me to get it. Thank you, honey. Now, the cornmeal porridge is thickening up. The texture's getting a lot thicker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you see that there, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to make sure the heat is low.
It looks like a cupcake.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a cake. Mummy!
And I've heard before, like with porridge, cornmeal porridge, you just mix it to the consistency that you like. Alright? So I think this is quite a nice consistency, but I know that as it continues to cook, it's going to get thicker. So I'm going to add in some condensed milk.
I got it.
You got the careful hand. Mummy's going to take it.
Please don't.
I'm going to add in some condensed milk, okay? So I'm going to put in half to start off with.
Yeah. It's all going on the whisk.
Yeah, it's very thick this. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Isn't it going to be a bit sweet?
Well, this is what we put in to sweeten it up. Sweeten it up and make it nice.
I can't wait to taste the cornmeal porridge.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
It looks very like, no, not yogurty, but like creamy.
Okay, it does look very creamy. And I'm going to take my spoon, I'm going to taste it to see how sweet it is. It's very hot at this moment, guys, okay?
Okay.
Mmm. It's coming along. Tastes good to me. It hasn't even got any cinnamon or nutmeg in it yet. So I'm going to put in a bit more condensed milk, so I think it can be a bit sweeter. Because we're not going to add any other sugar or honey to this. So we're going to use 1 can of the condensed milk, okay?
Okay, cool.
Right. Let's put the whisk to the side.
Mom.
Yes, Baba? What would you like, darling?
Whoa.
A roll. Oh, you want a roll? Okay, let me give you a roll. Cooking with babies and children, it's never as smooth as if you're in the kitchen by yourself, but it's all part and parcel of having a large family, and I love it. So I'm going to give Hazawai a roll and then continue making the cornmeal porridge. Right, we have our cinnamon sticks, and as you see, it's not ground cinnamon. I'm literally going to put these in, break it up a little bit, but not too much, because of course afterwards we don't want to dish it up with the cinnamon sticks in there.
Why is it looks like bark.
It does look like bark, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Maybe this is how cinnamon comes, I don't know, in its natural form, but yeah, this is how it is. It looks like bark. So, but we're not going to eat the bark. So let's put it in just for it to add some flavour. I'm not going to break it up actually, because then it'll be really hard to get out. And I'm going to push that down into the pot so that can add some flavour to our cornmeal porridge.
Oh, so do you not leave it in?
We leave it in while it's cooking,
Oh.
but then once I dish it up, I don't dish up the pieces of cinnamon into your bowl, because then it'll be like eating wood. So I've put a bit of nutmeg in there as well. And then Hosanna, could you just hold the whisk for me so it doesn't fall out the pan?
Can I mix it?
Not just yet. We're going to add in a bit of milk, because I think it's a bit too thick at the minute. So I'm going to add in a bit of normal milk.
Here we go.
And as you can see, my pan is not the largest. I'm just going to mix it carefully so it doesn't spill all over the edges. A little awkward when the cinnamon sticks are in there, but it's okay. And hopefully it will get all nice and smooth again.
That's a bit too much milk.
No, I think because I've tasted it, I think for the consistency that I want it to be, I needed that much milk. Are you right there, you two?
Yeah.
Hezzy is very kindly balancing Harper on his back so that she can see, which is very kind of you. You can see I'm just gently like stirring it in, not going too fast so it all spills out of the pan. And it's mixing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going nice and smooth. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract into there, just a tiny amount, not too much because I know sometimes it can make things a little bit bitter. Just literally probably about half a teaspoonful. Alright guys, I think we're almost there with the cornmeal porridge. Do you want it to be any thicker, kids? Or you think it's okay?
Yeah.
Grimwade Gang, let me know what you think. This is the consistency, if you can see it. At the minute, I think that looks quite right. So yeah, I'm gonna take the cinnamon sticks out and then we can taste it.
Yes!
Yay!
Come on!
So the cornmeal porridge is now ready and we're all just going to have a little taste out of the pan. So I'm going to bring it over here very carefully because the pan is hot.
Yep.
Make sure nobody touches it. I'm going to get rid of the whisk so that's not falling all over the place.
It looks really nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give each of you a little taste of the cornmeal porridge. It's a bit hot. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to blow on it. Hazawai's okay in the background? He's not choking, is he? Okay.
No. Cheeky boy.
Okay, Harper, you get first taste, okay? Nice? Yeah, you think that's lovely, okay? Hallie, what do you think? A little taste for you. Gonna try some? Not too hot. What do you think? Is it nice? Yeah, okay, and I'm gonna give these two guys a taste, and then we're all just gonna go and have a bowl of it ourselves at the table And you can fill up your bellies
Yes.
with some nice cornmeal porridge.
Come on.
Yes, here you go, Hezzy. And it's important that Mummy tastes it as the chef to make sure that it's really nice and yummy.
That is really nice.
Yeah? Good. Alright. Here's my turn. Am I happy with my creation of the day? I can taste the nutmeg. Sorry. Talking my mouth full. I can taste the nutmeg and the cinnamon. The vanilla's not too strong at all, but I didn't want it to come out too much. It tastes really nice for me. It reminds me of how it used to taste when my grandma used to make cornmeal porridge for us. And I just wanted the kids to try a little bit of the Milo. I'm just going to let Hosanna have a little try actually. Then everybody else can try some at the table, okay?
Okay.
There you go, take the cup, babes.
Thank you.
What do you think of the Milo? Does it taste like normal hot chocolate or is it even nicer?
It's better than normal hot chocolate.
Okay, guys, let me know if you feel like I've made cornmeal porridge well or not, or what I should have done better. I feel like it's come out really, really well. It reminds me of what I used to have as a child. And the kids seem like they enjoyed it.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, and you're looking forward to having a nice bowl of it?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I wonder if Daddy's going to get involved.
Of course,
Having
man.
some cornmeal. Yeah, you're going to have some cornmeal porridge.
Man.
Alright, very good. Alright guys, well, we love you. Thank you for joining us again for today's video. And make sure you put all your comments and your experience of cornmeal porridge and whatever it is. Yeah, that maybe your grandma used to make. Hit us up on our Instagram, which is @the Grimwade family. And I know Hazariah is really hungry, so we're going to get on and have some food.
Yeah.
Alright,